Hello, Joy Olson, Blockbuster Fundraising. It's holiday fundraising time. Ooh, gosh, we've got so much to do. Well, I just thought I'd throw in a few little year-end fundraising tips today. And here they are. Make sure that you've asked your board members to give. Don't let your board members off the hook, because that's important. So I just wanted to remind you to do that. Also, a lot of people in development ask their staff to give, and I don't know how you feel about that, but some experts say that nothing impresses donors more than being told all the staff makes donations. So if that's something that you find interesting, good. But hey, listen, here's the important tip right now is call all your lapsed donors. You really need to get back in touch with these people. So if you don't have time to call everyone, pick out the ones that are the larger donors, okay? First time $100 donors, active volunteers. Give them a call, and if you need some help, ask those board members. Ask the board members that haven't given you a donation. Say, if you're not going to donate, I need you to help make these important lapsed donor calls. So send a sorry we missed you note with a remit envelope to anyone that you don't actually reach on the phone call, and be sure and leave a brief but friendly message letting them know that you're going to send them a little card in the mail and you're so sorry you missed them. Okay, well, I think that by now we've got 2 weeks to go. Most of you have already gotten your year-end mailing out, but you might want to check it over for a couple of things. Make sure, of course, that your image is really good, and caption your image, because I think that's really important. Your donors are going to scan your direct mail pieces. They'll probably scan your email pieces. So make sure that your images are compelling. They're going to stop and look at them and put a caption with those images. And use a PS. PS can really be so useful in stressing your most compelling arguments, what the gift's going to accomplish, why they should give right now. Specifically, if you've got a matching gift, give double your gift through December 29th or whatever it is. And get this, truthfully, the experts say that 90% of your donors are going to read the PS. So make it count. All right, we've talked about images, and this is really important. Be consistent with those images. Email, social media, website, donation landing page, your thank you landing page. Even visuals are worth 1,000 words, and this is going to really count year end. You say, well, should I use a happy or a sad image? That is up to you. A lot of people say that sad images really work for them, for the appeals, and the happy images work for thank yous. But you just need to have an image that captures what your ask is all about and what the impact of that ask is. The experts say that 91% of holiday donors say that hope and optimism are what motivates them to give. And they want to be inspired, but not scared or horrified into supporting your cause. So be sure that you show and tell stories that demonstrate the positive impact of your donors' dollars. And they say that hopeful donors are happy donors. I think, like when you see like the Shriners Hospital, their videos, and they have the little kids, the little short testimonials saying thank you for helping them. And I think that it makes it positive, hopeful, and you realize that they can't do it without you, and they continually need your help. You don't want to let your donors off the hook saying, well, everything's solved and thanks, but we can keep doing this if you keep supporting us. So that is a very important, and I'm sure that you all have favorite videos or emails or direct mail pieces that have really moved you and motivated you to donate? Well, you know what? Use that. What works for one person, one development person, can be used by another development person. So if you like the idea and it motivated you and it had an emotional impact, then I think that you should probably use a version of that for yourself. And you can really test out some of those versions on your year-end emails, because hopefully you're doing a series, 3 or 4, and you can use different ideas and see which one works best. Okay, here's another really good idea. Make your home page your donation page. Especially if you don't have landing pages, this really does help, because right now during the holidays, if people are going to go to your home page to donate. The easier you make it to donate, the better off you are, and you're going to get that donation right away. You don't want to make them look all over and then hit a button to donate now and go somewhere else to another page. Just make it easy. Okay. Now, make sure that you're ready to send out those thank yous. And if you've got a autoresponder thank you for donors when they go online, perfect. Thank donors that give online immediately, because they're right there. And you know, I always found as a development director that it was so common. We would get our thank yous out within 48 hours. I mean, we'd break our necks, even this time of year, to get them out. And we found that it was amazing how many second gifts that we got right away. So don't worry about asking too much or too often, because when people are in the mood to give, they're in the mood to give. And if you have a thank you page and a thank you story that's very compelling and very emotional and makes them feel so good, don't be surprised to get another gift. All right, and let's see, emails. You want to make sure on your emails, your year-end emails that are going out, use a name. You don't want to at info@such-and-such.org, but make it from your executive director, or perhaps your board president. Use somebody that's really trusted, that has a big sphere of influence, and you'll probably get a much better response. Now, this idea, this technique is really important for your year-end emails. Make sure that your subject lines are really good. Your email subject line is so important. One of the experts I read said, it must scream, "Open me." So you really need to think it through. There's some great, I'll try to find one of the links that I've got to great subject lines and put it with this video, because you only have a few seconds to capture their attention. And we got so many emails this time of year. So you want to make sure that your subject line just screams out something interesting. They're going to stop and look at it. And you want to use, they say, the experts say, less than 50 characters, because they have over a 12% higher open rate than those with more characters. So the shorter, the better. Let's see, keep in mind that many of your donors are going to open your email on a mobile device, on their phone. So make sure that your email is mobile friendly. I should have moved this way up to the top. Test it. Test anything that you're sending out for the holidays on more than one device. Test it on an Android, test it on your iPhone, test it on your iPad, test it on Firefox, test it on Chrome, test it on Safari. You get the picture. Test it every which way to make sure that visually it's working and that it's easy, that you can scroll up and down, and that all the links work. All right, you also want to make sure that that email is sincere, genuine. Don't use formal grant speak language. This is warm and fuzzy talk, like you're having a real conversation about someone that cares as much about helping someone in need as you do. So just be warm and outgoing and personal. It's very important always as a fundraiser, but this time of year, year-end fundraising, it's imperative. And hey, use your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram. Use all your social platforms to reach out this time of year. Back up those emails. Use the same images. Get out there. And you just want people to be inspired to think about you as a giving opportunity, because this is a giving time of year. People really do want to reach out and help the causes that they care about, especially if they feel like you've got a really good cause right now and a good reason to invest before year end. Okay. Write your thank you letters now. I say this often and I say it throughout the year, but when you're writing an appeal, the same time that you write the appeal, write your thank you letter. You know why? Because you make them jive. You want to thank your donors for the same impact that they gifted for and make it very cohesive. And have an inspiring out of office message. You should be there. This is the time of year that a development director needs to be either a face-to-face meeting or at your desk. But if you can't be at your desk, leave an inspiring message, all right? And leave it there through December 31st. Make sure that you let your donors, your people that call, know how to make a gift. And do this both for your personal email and your voice email. And make sure that your main number to your organization has a great year-end message as well. This is really important. This is a feel-good time of year. Do not miss a chance for warmth and gratitude and just a big hug, because with words and with caring. So you want to include a great greeting or a great subject line. And you want to leave contact info if they really need to reach you. Sometimes a big foundation or a big donor, they want to talk to you. Or maybe a big donor wants to talk to you wants you to meet with their financial advisor to discuss their giving fund, and they have a particular question. Don't miss the opportunity by being out shopping. You've got to have a message, a call to action, a way to be reached this wonderful time of year. Okay, well, I hope that some of these ideas help you and inspire you this week as you have, well, right now here at Blockbuster Fundraising, you've got less than 2 weeks to Christmas, and thank goodness a little bit longer to year end. So you've got some time. So take advantage of some of these ideas. I'm Joy Olson saying thank you for having been here today. BlockbusterFundraising.com, lots more information too at joyolsongroup.com. And hey, hundreds of free fundraising videos on YouTube that cover all these different areas of fundraising, and year-end fundraising is covered very well too. And don't forget, every Tuesday, Blockbuster Fundraising is live on our Facebook page, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right, stay calm, stay happy. happy holiday fundraising. Bye-bye.